I don't know. I feel like, to be completely honest, December is like the most overrated month. Everybody freaks out when December comes around. Oh, it's the holiday season. Oh, it's so nice. Everything about December actually sucks. I think the weather is set in and it's super cold and shitty all the time. It's like that weird financial moment where you're having to travel and that's annoying. You have to take time off. You're like struggling with work on like bartering with them when you can take off work, when you can't, how long you have to be home. You got to go with family. You got to buy gifts for friends. I don't know, man. I feel like all of that on top of the fact that at the end of the year is this weird like nostalgia moment where you're like, well, it's the year's already over. What did I do with my year? I guess I just have to like figure it all out right here and then start new in the new year. It's like this weird like middle ground of like no man's land where you just like are like spending money for no fucking reason and contemplating your life. I don't know. Hot take, December's super fucking overrated.
The holiday season comes with a lot of cheer and joy and love. For some. And for others, it comes with a lot of pain and sadness. Make sure you're checking in on your dudes that may be struggling this time of year.
Man, that's a somber beginning.
Yeah. It's true, though.
It is true.
Me sitting here with this goofy ass sweater.
The captain.
The captain.
Remember we were like coming up with this bit that we did in the beginning. He was like, yeah, I'll wear a Christmas sweater and that'll be the bit. You'll be complaining about December, then it'll pan to me and I'll have a Christmas sweater on. And he came with a Captain Morgan Christmas sweater. Not what I was expecting.
Ugly Christmas sweater.
Ugly Christmas
Oh,
sweater.
the ugly.
Does the captain, is he Christmassy? Do we think so?
No, he's still. Oh no, he's got a little bit of green and red on his jacket.
He's wearing his Christmas pirate jacket.
Yeah, well at least he's got some Christmas button.
The
Flair.
buttons, yeah, that he like stole off of a village that he pillaged.
Pillaged and
yeah, killed and raped
maraudered
and
all that horrible things the pirates do.
Pirates are fucked up, man.
Plunder.
That's a crazy life to be living. The pirate lifestyle.
Which is funny because it's our school mascot that
It is.
where we met.
ECU.
East Carolina.
Arg.
Purple.
Gold.
My guy. You hated doing it, but you did it anyways because it's ingrained in you.
Speaking of nostalgia,
Christmas.
yeah, look, I know the beginning of this was a bit, but it's not really a bit for me. It's actually real life. I just think that Christmas is, people don't talk about how stressful.
Scrooge.
Definitely a Scrooge. I'm absolutely a Scrooge
Nick
about
Fuck.
the holidays. I am. I always have been. I'm just like, my parents would always.
Since he was a little boy.
Yeah, literally. Well, not even that I was a Scrooge about Christmas. I just didn't treat Christmas the way that I feel like everybody treats Christmas.
Sure.
Like, I was not a kid who was like, couldn't go to sleep and was like up all night checking for Santa and like getting my parents' bed and waking them up. Like, they were getting in my bed and be like, Grayson, it's noon. Like, it's Christmas Day. Like, come out here. Like, we've made breakfast, whatever. I was like, I'm just trying to sleep in. It's a holiday. Thank God.
Play some video games.
Yeah. I was like,
This Zelda isn't playing itself, Mom.
Zelda ain't playing itself. Ooh, that was
Laura.
like, I feel like, yeah, those were the good days. Those are like the GameCube days of my video game story, those were the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it was like, I feel like I sound like an old man. Like, as a kid, I'm like, oh, it's a holiday. Please let me sleep in. Like, parents are like, we made your favorite breakfast and come out into the, like, they would just be like chilling. Like, I would like miss, if there was some sort of parade or some shit, I'd miss that. Like,
I think that's Thanksgiving, but
I sleep through that shit too. Like, I don't know. I've just always kind of treated it like that. I don't have the same super excitement for Christmas. I do love fall and winter. They're my favorite seasons. And I don't mind the cold. I said that I do, and I don't.
Yeah.
Uh, I just got a notification that Tyler Milliron mentioned me in a story live
Tyler, you
at Milliron Studios.
Tyler's on the ones and twos back there, just like tweeting stories out.
If you want to go live, we can go live.
We need a Tyler cam.
We do for sure. That would be fun. A third cam. Just him just sitting there.
Yeah.
Uh,
I love the fuck out of Christmas. I
Sure.
think it's great.
it's not that I don't want to come
Sure. You're not a
completely
complete
out like I
Scrooge.
don't like it. I just think that
It's overrated.
it's overrated and the cons outweigh the pros a lot of the time.
And I totally hear that, but I think because of how much joy it brings me and a lot of the people around me, and most people, I would say,
Yeah.
that I think that a lot of those things are sacrifices, and I think you sacrifice those things for the people you love and the people around you. So it's an easy sacrifice to make.
Sure.
Well, an easier, I should say, because the financial part is real and it is tough, and trying to make time.
You have to travel.
Yeah.
And you have to, unless they're coming to you, which like we live in New York, so it's like it just doesn't really make sense.
You would think more people would want to come to us because New York is fucking amazing around the holidays.
I mean, that was the tradition
Yeah.
that my family's always
yeah,
had.
you've always done that. That's actually
like I would be at home. We would have like
That's
Christmas.
expensive too.
Yeah, but
Family up here.
I had family up here, yeah. So like that was always easier to like do. Like I looked forward
For sure.
to coming up here for Christmas
Yeah.
because I was like, okay, like that's a special thing that we do every year. We like come up, we see family, like, but like I guess even then, like being a kid, there's no responsibility, so like it's
course,
fine.
yeah.
Now it's like it's more difficult. Now.
It's a fucking headache. Yeah, I mean, we have a dog, and Mary Grace and I are now married, and we've been together for a long time. So we've been doing this for a long time. But like, we're also both very close with both of our families. Both of our parents are still together. It's almost impossible to not do both families for
Right.
Christmas. And a lot of the time, we will literally leave her place at like 1 or 2 on Christmas Day and drive over to my family's place in Asheville, like 4-hour drive,
Yeah.
and then do the rest of Christmas Day with them.
Yeah. I
I
mean, you're lucky that they're that close together.
yeah, I mean they're relatively close, which is good. But also like we have a dog now too, which if we board him, that's another few $100s for 5 days or probably more.
Easily.
And then so we gotta get a car. We're driving down there, which takes half the day, and then half the day on the way back. So it is a lot, but at the end of the day, I would much rather do that, be tired, and come back and have to work, a full week than not. I would be bummed and lonely or whatever that if I hadn't done it. Which kind of brings us to the point that we are blessed that we still have family and that we have all these things that we can still do.
For sure.
This time of year is really hard for some people.
Oh yeah.
We have friends that have lost loved ones that, even if it's been years and years and years, it's that this time of year always brings back
It's that nostalgia, man.
those nostalgic moments
Yeah.
that are, missing people now currently in their lives.
Yeah.
And that's tough. That's a tough fucking pill to swallow.
That was the
Regardless of how far away, the person may have passed,
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the other part of this about the,
We're not even sorry. Not let me just say one more thing. And it's not even just loss. It can also be like divorce and
Yeah,
all
sure.
sorts. There's
Sure,
all
sure,
sorts
sure.
of stuff. It's
Sure.
not just a death in the family or whatever.
it's just like what Christmas used to be and how
Yeah.
it's not anymore,
Yeah,
and
for
what it's
sure.
supposed to represent, and how everybody can get really like caught up in the fact that like it's the most wonderful time of the year, like,
And
and
it's
it's
just
just
not for
really
some
not for a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
And I think that's the other part of December in general that like I think is kind of like difficult and overrated. It's like there's always this like coat of paint that we put on it, but like
It's green and red.
green and red. Sorry, 2 coats. But I think what's difficult is nobody really like wants to mention the fact that like it's a very reflective month. You've looked at your whole year.
Yeah.
You've gone through another year in the life, and you can't. It's impossible for you to not help but like think about everything this year, which makes you think about past years, which makes you think about past Christmases, which, good or bad, is a amalgamation of emotions and
Oh yeah.
and it's a
What
weird way. It's weird to like try to kind of I don't know,
quantify it?
yeah, or like handle
Yeah.
that sometimes. You're like, what did I do this year?
Exactly.
Well, I did this, that, and you start to like compare, and you start to like kind of be like, well, I could have done more. I said I was going to do this, and I didn't do this. And then there's this like hopefulness of like January coming in, and this year's going to be different. And then another year passes, and you're like, was it that different? And like, it's I don't know. I think December is kind of a mind fuck.
I would agree that it can be a mind fuck, absolutely. And I think that we keep bringing up the word reflective, and I think it is, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing, I think it can be, if you actually didn't get anything done this year,
Sure.
But then again, that's on you, and with that, there's still hope for the new year that you can give the old college try again.
That's true.
But I think it's a mindset, and I think I actually looked up to see what the highest suicide rate per month was, and I assumed it would be December because there are a lot of people that are fucking depressed.
If I had to put my money down, I would have said that. Yeah.
Me too, and we were way the fuck wrong.
Is it summer?
In spring, April is the death month, is what I looked up.
I was literally about my.
And that's your birth month.
First of all, it's my birth month, and secondly, it's like the bit that I've had with December. I'm like, I don't want December. Give me like March, April area.
And that is literally
That is so well. I mean, is that based on anything though? Like, I mean, I know it's based on like actual like numbers, but like
no, like why
like
it would
why?
be.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's so
exactly.
sad.
I didn't go that deep.
That's such a inconspicuous time. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what the fuck do I know about that kind of like what that means and dealing with that pain and seasonally how that affects different people.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's like March, April is it's still a transitional time though.
Yeah.
Like we're going into spring into like it's about to be summer. Like I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm sure.
That's like my favorite time of year.
I'm sure there is a.
Tax season. Thank you,
Is
Tyler. That makes
you-
sense.
Have you looked that up before, Tyler? No.
That would make sense though. That's pretty
honestly,
daunting.
Yeah.
Fucking get that.
With these suicide numbers, not to keep going super down this rabbit hole, but I think it is important to talk about the percentage of suicides from 2000 to 2020 is up 30 fucking percent.
Well, there's a little something called the quarantine.
Well, no, this is from 2020 or 2000, like 20 years.
Oh, from the year
From
2002
to
there's just been a
2020.
rise.
There's been a rise of 30% in suicide rate, which is crazy.
Shit is nuts out here, man.
Yeah.
Which is even more to our point of why this episode is important and why this
Yeah.
topic is important is like, I guess me saying this is, yeah, I get it. I'm a little bit of a Scrooge about it, but like, to be honest, I feel like it's important to like see this time of year outside of just what the laser focused lens is of, the happiness and
outside of
the
the
tidings
consumer
and
holidays.
right, exactly. Like there it is, and it's not to say it isn't an amazing time of year because of course it is. It's Christmas. It's fun. It's it gives this this love for life and
giving
and tidings and family and friends and celebration of another year. And it's, of course, it's great. It's amazing. It's Christmas, but it really is like not. And for a lot of people, and I feel like we can all get very caught up in because of how stressful and plans and things like that Christmas can be with traveling and with gifts and with trying to plan all these things. I feel like we get laser focused on ourselves, and there's a lot of people that I think should you forget about other people that aren't having, because they would kill to have a productive, traveling,
Oh yeah, they
busy
would give up their
Christmas.
entire bank account
Right.
to have those loved ones back or have a whole family again.
Right.
And I think I think you nailed it, Grayson, by saying I think people do get caught up in their own rat race.
Yeah.
And this goes for all things in life, but I think particularly around this time of year, it's good to look outside yourself and reach out to those people that may not have the same blessings that you do as far as family and friends.
Yeah.
And make sure they're doing okay and check in on them because it's tough. For how joyous it can be for those of us who are afforded still having our loved ones around and still having whole families and not having financial crisis. There are those people on the other end of the spectrum that have all those problems that we don't. And if we can all just take a step back and look at the true meaning of Christmas, which is like bringing joy to other people.
Presents.
And it is reach out to those people and try and give them a little bit of the joy that you have, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the meat and potatoes of what we're getting at is like, yes, this is a fun time of year. And obviously there's stressors but those are minor compared to what other people are going through.
Oh yeah.
And so reach out. That's what this is what this podcast is about communication and keeping each other accountable, but also making sure that those around us are being elevated, especially our brothers
In arms.
and brothers and dudes.
Brothers and bros and dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like it's that is like maybe the best gift that you could give is reaching out to that person that you haven't talked to in a while, thinking about other people in a way, and just letting them know that you're thinking about them.
Yeah, man, that goes so far.
Especially at this time.
Yeah.
Also, apparently in March and April do that as well.
Oh, God.
It's so sad. I didn't know. Now I'm going to be like hyper aware of my birth month. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to start reaching out to everybody and letting them know I love them and they're amazing and I miss them and
That's
they
what you
should
need
come
to do
out
on
to visit.
on your birthday is that your gift to the people around you should just be, hey, I love you.
You guys are all going to shit on that if I do that. I'm like, that's like what I'll do for Christmas. I'll be like, hey, my gift this year is to let you know I love you. You're going to be like, fucking cop out. Where's my fucking gift? Where is my gift, Grayson? I'm also notoriously a bad gift giver, so it just doesn't gel with me, man. It just...
That's what it is. Grayson's been jaded all these years because people keep shitting on the gifts.
I can't handle the pressure of it. I can't handle the pressure of it. I got a notification today about gift giving and how it's like, it was like, dealing with like gift giving pressure. Here's some tips. I was like, save article.
Spiked your anxiety immediately.
Yeah, I was just like that. That's so difficult.
Oh.
Also, my girlfriend is like the best gift giver in the world. So like, I'm like, you're a great gift giver too. Like, I'm like surrounded by good gift givers, and I am like a shite gift giver.
Subpar.
I'll like buy something for Rachel like 2 months ago, and I'll be like, she'll be like, "What's this for?" And I'm like, "Early Christmas present." She's like, "This one does not count. Does not count." It's like August. Like that doesn't count. So
Well,
I don't know. This was really sweet though. You're giving me with all this energy. You're giving me like Santa vibes right now. Very.
see, that doesn't sound like a compliment.
You should
does
reach
it?
out and check on your dudes
saying I'm
in this holiday season.
Portly jolly man with a big beard.
Transition. Hope you've enjoyed what you've listened to today.
Fuck you, Grayson.
If you are watching this on YouTube, Merry Early Christmas. Please leave a comment, share, like, and yeah. Now I'm alone on Christmas.
Like you always should have been.
Spoken like a true captain. No, he's coming back, y'all. You can also find us on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or any other social media platform at The Modern Dude. Please stop in, leave a comment, chat with us. We love to have fun and giggle and banter. But as always, we like to also have real conversations with you guys. If you're feeling alone this year on Christmas, reach out to your dudes, all right?
Yeah.
And don't forget, do your dude diligence. Bye-bye now.